Here's Carlson, has his teed up, ready to get started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now a 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but there he goes, right side. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown, Dolphins. Harold Carmichael, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Patterson running between the tackles, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Michael Vick. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Vick now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Warren is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Vic readies to throw. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Vic now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Throwing, Vic. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Touchdown! Tim Patrick from 8 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to go up top again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9. Here's Vick. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Vick to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Vick again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. A little juke and an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. This will be the final play of the half. Vick looking deep here from Mooney. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's a happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Vick. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. And Vick's throw there incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Warren will try the right side. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, Vick. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now here's Vick. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd down and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Brought down at the 20.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now a carry for Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial. That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Carlson now to add the extra point. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Carlson on for the PAT. And they have got the lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a late touchdown in the ever-critical PAT as it is now a one-point game here in the dying embers of what has been a sensational game. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Michael Vick. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They mount